One brings you The Tony Bruno Show, the podcast.
Easy to work, and you broadcast from room to room.
Starring Tony Bruno with Miss Robin.
You love the tasty array of snacks we have to offer.
Now, here he is, the godfather of sports radio / podcasts.
I hope that we could come here and reason together.
Here's Tony Bruno. Tony Bruno.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tony Bruno Show live here at Comedy Sports Philadelphia. It's the night before Thanksgiving. I haven't been this nervous, seriously. I haven't been this nervous since I was starting Fox Sports Radio and ESPN. Seriously, I've had a lot of great jobs. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight to our first show. We're here every Wednesday night, and the great folks here at Comedy Sports Philly are allowing us to use their beautiful space. I'll introduce the crew, but I got a guest who has to get out here. We got a great show for you. Some great guests coming up and a surprise coming up later on. We're going to help you win your own money if you were participating in the front. So you're not going to win 50-50. You're going to win your money if you spin the wheel. We'll have some fun prizes and all kinds of surprises. But I got to bring a guy out because he's going to go to work across the street in a couple minutes. And he's here. He's a Philly guy, original South Philly guy, one of the top 100 comics of all time. And certainly in Philly, one of the top comics in this city's history of all time. Let's bring him out, ladies and gentlemen. You'll see him at Helium Comedy Club across the street all weekend. Not tomorrow, though. It's Thanksgiving. South Philly great. And now, of course, a legend in comedy. Mr. Dom Irrera is here tonight. I used to live in L.A. That was important back then.
You're still important, Tony.
So you always come back home, obviously, because this is home. One thing about Philly, when you're from here, I know a lot of people rip our city. But everybody who grew up here and goes on, even if you don't become a great comedian or do a talk show around the country, this is always home, and you always come back here.
Well, I can't see my family unless I make dollar signs. I don't care about them enough to come for free.
So you come, and I know you do Angelo
Hold your laughter to a minimum, please.
Yes, please. Don's trying to warm up because he's going to go out there in front of another crowd and get these people jacked. Now, Eleanor Kerrigan's opening up for you. We know Eleanor, another Philly girl.
Irish girl from a family of 10. The father left her when the last baby was born. Can you imagine? And the mother's like the Blessed Mother. She took care of all these kids. And, what am I going to... Now they're going to turn it into like somebody's going to start crying on the show. That is so beautiful. Thank God for Thanksgiving.
Now you come back every Thanksgiving, right?
Yeah, I try. I either work here at the Tropicana.
And at Helium, and you always sell the place out. So no show tonight, and then Friday night and Saturday night, but you're pretty much sold out, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Hopefully. I mean, I know the first show Saturday is sold out. That's cool. It's cool to come back to where you live and not get rejected.
Exactly. Now, you've been doing this. Well, I've been trying to deal with that myself, Don, Now, Joe's another South Philly guy.
Hey, Joe, I didn't even know you were there. How you doing?
Joe actually, Joe Corrado,
snuck up on me.
Joe was actually a listener and a guy on Twitter who followed the show.
Really?
And then he would come out to some of our remotes when we would go to different bars and do shows. And the guy became a part of the show. He's out every week, and he's one of the funniest guys. He's probably the quickest wit on Twitter.
Apparently, Joe has a lot of free time.
Yes, he does.
Nobody moves back into Philly. Now it's starting to get, was it gentrified?
Yes, exactly.
Because I grew up near Penn after we moved from South Philly, 7th and Tasker. Then I went to the University of Pennsylvania, by the way, an Ivy League school. Way to know, it was Philadelphia Community College. But what difference does it make at this point? I think I would have been a better comedian if I went to Penn. I don't understand them.
So now, I just saw something last week, and you got to clear this up. So you were at the Laugh Factory in L.A., and I see this story in the news. Yeah. It's like Dom Irrera and all these comics appearing at the Laugh Factory, legendary comedy club in Los Angeles, and Hillary Clinton may or may not have been in the audience, and some of the comedians thought she was there and started doing jokes about Hillary Clinton. Well, you were on there, and then the big story was that Hillary Clinton had one of their people call the manager, Jamie Masada, who's the general manager of the Laugh Factory in Los Angeles, had asked for the phone numbers of every comic who went up there and did comedy about Hillary Clinton. Is that a true story?
Well, partially, but anything with Jamie is only partially true. Jamie is he was born in Iran. grew up in Israel, and he can't. And every time it gets more dramatic, his story. He's supposed to come over here at 16, and now he came over here as a toddler. He was like 3 years old. He came over, and he had no money, which was like $2 million, but he was Jewish, so. And he has a tendency to exaggerate. So I don't know what really happened, but I know people called me and asked me about roasting her, and I just didn't talk to them. But he claims that they threatened to shut the show down. I don't know how they could shut it down. What are they, the Gestapo? But
supposedly they asked him for the phone numbers of every comedian who was performing that night, and they pulled the video down of you guys doing your bit, and you didn't even do anything that bad.
I did some stuff. I mean, the thing is, I did some Monica Lewinsky jokes because I like to keep current, My finger is in the pulse of what's happening today. Oh boy, I got to tell you, these Reaganomics. But I did some stuff but I'm not a big political guy. But I just laid into her a little and did the whole thing about Monica Lewinsky's dress and all this. But And
you got a phone call though, right?
I got a phone call, but I don't know who called me. I mean, it was
it wasn't me. I mean, so somebody called you and threatened you?
Tony, not for nothing, it sounded very much like you. It was a Tony Bruno impersonator who was dating the Hillary Clinton impersonator.
Oh, okay. Clinton story.
It's interesting. I mean, I believe in one thing in this town. Chip Kelly.
Exactly.
That's what I believe in.
You lost the audience.
Congrats, you're the last guy. You're the guy.
Yoko and me, and that's reality.
Wow. So you're obviously a big Philly sports fan. So you live in L.A. where they don't have a team, and now they're trying to get two teams. They're trying to get the San Diego Chargers and the Raiders to move into a stadium that they haven't built. They don't care. You're right.
L.A. does not care. They don't know. I was on stage one night, and I said something about them getting a pro team, and some guy goes, "Hey, we still got the Rams." I go, "They left 15 years ago." He goes, "Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, the Raiders will never leave." They don't care. They really don't care.
You're right.
Because you know how Cleveland is held hostage by the Cavaliers and the Indians and the Browns? Because it's Cleveland. L.A., you can go to the beach and the mountains the same day. Cleveland, you can go to Lake Erie. You see the difference?
Yeah, I hear you. No, when I lived in L.A. for 11 years, you wake up at 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning and the Eagles game wasn't on local TV, so you'd get the direct TV and you'd watch all the different games at the same time, and you watch, the what do you call a channel? The what is that called? The Red Zone channel.
Red Zone. The thing about direct TV and that whole thing, I don't even need legs anymore. I don't need legs till later on. I love that. I just sit there with the remote, my belly hanging over.
Well, do you have the one where you can talk into it now? You don't even need the remote. You just say, turn on whatever, and it'll find it for you.
That's my girlfriend.
That's a good job,
Hey,
Addy.
turn it on. At this point, further was just kind of along those lines about a person who disappoints a woman at every turn. He forgets her birthday, forgets Valentine's Day. But my favorite line in it is, every time I think of you, I get distracted by something more interesting.
The thing that's so great is that the music's great, the sound is great, and then you actually listen to the lyrics, and you're like, oh my goodness.
Well, we were really drunk, and when we sang the falsetto, it was getting close to like Alley Cats, but it was really fun. I mean, we really, it's so cool because to me, like music is like some guy's baseball fantasy camp. I love music, and I'd love to be able to sing like a real singer. So for me, that was like really cool to do.
Kim Kardashian had a song that was awful, and they tried to force it on the radio, and then we found out that she can't sing. How's your song not getting airplay? And call Ryan Seacrest. That song should be on every top 40 station in America.
Thanks. Yeah, I don't know. We're just not motivated, but you're right. I got people calling me up that, look, I got tickets already, but can you get us good seats? I go, what do you think I do, seating charts in the afternoon? Well, let me see. If I put this family here, well, I wish I had time to write comedy, but I'm seating the crowd.
You know who's in the crowd tonight? My good buddy, Mr. Tony Luke Jr. there.
Tony.
There he is right there. Tony's trying his hand.
Good to see you.
He's trying his hand at comedy now, and he did a good job.
I hear his name, I get hungry.
Well, speaking of trying his hand at comedy, it is actually, he does have to get next door to be able to do.
I know you're doing, and I want to thank Dom Irrera, that Helium right across the street. I asked him a couple of weeks ago. I said, Dom, did you come on my first podcast? And he said, absolutely. Dom, thank you so much.
Thank you, Tony.
The great Dom Irrera, ladies and gentlemen.
So as we go out, now I don't know, Tony, if you saw, when you glanced over there, we actually have our very brand newest spanking new.
Yes, I see the baby.
Audience today.
We have the youngest member ever to be at any show. How old is she now?
3 days?
She was born at 5:11 on Sunday afternoon.
On Sunday afternoon.
Melanie and her husband, of course, is the great Nathaniel Dotson, who does all our video stuff, is one of the brightest guys. He did a video. He does amazing stuff, and he helped build this set. All of this stuff that you see here, Nathaniel helped build. We put it all together ourselves. Team effort with everybody. Miss Robin, of course, who works 24 hours a day to make this show better. My good buddy, Joe Corrado. And, of course, up there in the God Mike's position,
That's right.
Another guy that we found off the streets of the Northeast in Mayfair. He was walking around.
Still living
and
on
he said, can you give me a job? I said, we don't have any money. He said, I don't care. I just want to be around the show.
Right.
So he started out answering phones for us, doing everything. He said, I want to go to broadcasting school. I'll pay $15,000. I said, no, man, just hang out. So he started out coming into the house at Dockside every week.
Right. Breaking in,
answering phones, and then we put him on the air, and now he's producing, and he's up there doing a great job. Mr. Luigi Curto in the house. You all right up there, Luigi? Now, you can talk in the God mic, we call that.
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Bring the mic up now. You on?
It's up, man.
I don't hear you.
You want to bring up a couple more
You're
RCHs?
in the God mic spot. We got to hear the God mic.
I'll give you a few more RCHs. How's that?
We're not hearing
Still
you.
no good. How about that? This board is so bad. You have no idea.
And I want to play something for all the Eagle fans out there as we get ready for the Thanksgiving Day and the season going down. So I think there's nothing more appropriate than playing this.
There you go.
To commemorate the end of the Philadelphia Eagles football season. We'd like to thank the Eagles for participating in this year's NFL season. 2 weeks ago.
It's the only bowl they're going to.
Everybody's like, wow, they win these 2 games.
They're right back in it.
6-4. Playoffs, baby, playoffs. Playoffs. I got to find it in here. I got all my sounds in here now. I got that in here. Let me find it.
Goodness gracious.
No, that's not
That's all right.
That's just as bad. Or as Jim Moore once said,
In my opinion, that sucked.
you're right. And that's what they're saying about the Eagles. I got to rip Johnny Manziel, the bozo
why not?
of the year in the NFL. And listen, if the guy's got alcohol problems, I'm not going to make fun of people with alcohol problems. Remember, he went into rehab last summer.
He did, yeah.
Then he comes out and he gets a chance to start for the Cleveland Browns. Remember, he was taken ahead of Teddy Bridgewater and Derek Carr in that draft.
Right.
And remember, there were people who wanted Chip Kelly to take him.
Right.
And there were people who thought Jerry Jones was going to take him in Dallas, right? So he gets a chance to go to Cleveland, where they're always drafting quarterbacks in the first round, and they're always failing. I mean, that's unfortunate.
Right, well, it's Cleveland. Yeah.
So now he gets a chance last week to start for the rest of the season. And what does he do? He goes out partying and he puts it on Facebook.
Right.
And now his coach, Mike Pettin, a local guy, whose dad was a legendary coach in the suburbs, he says, you know what? You're putting my job on the line. I'm going to get fired because I can't rely on you, Johnny Manziel, to do anything and go out there and represent the team and be a professional.
Exactly.
You know, your days off, you go out, you have a couple cocktails, but this guy, all he does is party.
Right, yeah, he's out of control.
Now, Luigi has a big, Luigi, you're a big Johnny Manziel fan, are you?
No.
Is there anything you like about the guy?
The money sign, that's about it.
No, but that's what made him, see?
Yeah, that's all I like about him.
Kids play college sports, and then we get all enthralled with, money, and it's cool, and he's hanging out with girls at Texas A&M, and he's in the clubs.
Dude, he stinks.
And he's got strippers all over the place, and that kind of stuff. But then he comes into the league, and he pretty much says, hey, you know what? I don't need to work hard anymore.
Right.
I've made it.
He's acting like a Mama Luke.
A Mama Luke is a good word.
Yeah.
By the way, I got to give it up to the Golden State Warriors. As you know, the
they're out
Golden
of
State
control.
Warriors were the Philadelphia Warriors back in the day, for those of us old enough to remember.
So you have a rooting interest in
And
your
so
heart.
I'm a Warrior fan because of the Philly roots, and because when I moved to L.A., I lived in L.A.
Right.
I was not going to become a
Now, you
a
an
Laker
athletics fan too, because of the Philadelphia?
Absolutely.
All right.
So when I lived in L.A.,
consistent.
you know, I always followed the Philly teams. I was not one of these guys who moved to L.A. and I became
No,
a
you were
Laker.
right. You
I didn't
still
root for
follow.
USC or UCLA. I certainly didn't root for the Lakers. And it was good. It was easy because Lakers were the best team in the NBA when I was there from 2000 to 2011.
Right, it was the whole Kobe Shaq era.
And Kobe,
Right.
and they were a great team. But I refused to be one of these, I moved to LA, so I'm going to jump on the bandwagon of the Lakers because they were good, even though Kobe's from Philly. And Kobe, by the way, speaking of a guy who looks shot, we talk about Peyton Manning, how he looks shot.
Yep.
Kobe Bryant
Yep.
Did you see the game against Golden State?
It was pathetic.
I mean, he looked terrible. Now, I don't think he shot after one bad game, but he was brutal. And the Lakers are terrible. And all these people who want the Sixers to tank, look at the players, the two guys I have. Julius Randle, who they got in the draft.
Right.
And now they got the guy everybody wanted the Sixers to take.
Right.
What's his name? Russell. And D'Angelo Russell doesn't look great. Does he look like a great player?
No.
And it's early. And
and
they got Kobe Bryant, one of the all-time great players, tutoring them on that team.
They had a clip of him the other night. He was actually holding the clipboard and writing plays.
In all fairness, Kobe Bryant's not tutoring anyone, Tom.
Well,
Kobe Bryant's been worried about Kobe Bryant since the day he came in the league, man.
Yeah, but if you got young players and he's on
it doesn't
your bench,
matter.
You know, and the other thing is, remember the guy the Sixers paid the last couple of years to sit on the bench and not really do anything, and is a great guy. You see where he went on Tuesday night? He went back to Golden State to be honored by the Golden State Warriors.
Oh, Jason Richardson?
Jason Richardson.
Yeah.
Who was a great player with the Warriors.
You sure the Flyers didn't have Jason Richardson tonight?
No, that's
the
next
Flyers
week.
are planning a Jason Richardson.
Next week. Tribute night every night.
The Flyers are doing an Andrew Bynum night.
Yeah, exactly.
Coming up.
It's at South Philly Bowl down on
Yeah, exactly.
near Tony Luke's actually.
Show your ticket stuff, free admission.
And then flamenco dancing right after that.
Right,
yeah,
exactly.
That's what he was doing both.
But anyway, so the Lakers are bad. So I didn't root for the Lakers.
Right.
And so I lived in L.A., but I went up to the Bay Area a lot. And I love the Warriors. I always loved the Warriors.
Yeah, now they look ridiculous.
TMC crew, with those guys, they were great. And then they were bad. And I was root for them when they were bad because I liked living on the West Coast, and I would go up to Oakland and watch them play. And then all of a sudden they get Steph Curry. Steve Kerr is a friend of mine, becomes a coach. And then they're the best team in basketball. It's not even close.
No,
and
right
they're
now
out 16-0, the best start in
And the
NBA.
NBA is like the NFL. There's so many bad teams.
But this team is good. They're not beating bad teams. They're beating teams by double digits. They're trailing by double digits, and they win by double digits.
Right.
So
And Curry's
they play
ridiculous.
defense. They can shoot the basketball. They pass it around. It's the basketball you don't see played anymore.
Right.
And then you got the other end of the spectrum, which is the
Very close
Philadelphia
to home.
76ers, who should be playing in a spectrum. I mean the spectrum when they tore it down.
Yeah, exactly. Right.
So the Sixers, as we are doing the show on a Wednesday night, they're going for back-to-back worst evers.
Nice.
Because last year, of course, remember.
Something to shoot for.
Last year, they started out and they were going. They haven't won in 8 months.
Right.
Do you realize what's happened?
25 games?
8 months was the last time.
And I said it's so bad they're about to tie their own record.
Exactly.
For futility.
And the
Sixers,
all-time,
25.
Dude, the last time they won a game, a baby's been made and born.
Exactly. In fact, Nathaniel Dotson, our video guy.
That's what I mean.
And he and his wife were just procreating.
Yes.
Just producing their baby daughter. The last time the 76ers won a game, and here she is.
And now she's on Twitter.
3 days old in the studio with us tonight.
And she's on Twitter already now.
Wait, Joe, did you create a fake Twitter account? Nathaniel's baby.
Nathaniel's baby. We got to do that.
Nathaniel's baby. Now, it's not just Nathaniel's. Nathaniel and Melanie's baby.
I don't think he did it on his own.
Or how about Dotson, baby Dotson?
Baby Dotson.
Dodson. Can you create a fake Twitter account in here while we're doing the show?
Yeah, sure.
Wow, you guys are good at that.
Yeah.
Get it certified.
Wait, is her Catherine spelled with a C or a K? So her name is OCD?
That's what I said earlier.
Yeah, that was Luigi.
Yeah.
That should be my name.
That's what doctor calls you that. When he refills your prescription.
You know who else is going to join us here live tonight? And this guy is amazing. I saw him on the Fox 29 morning show one morning.
Yeah, he freaked me out backstage with that whole
This
phone
guy
thing.
is absolutely amazing. We're going to bring him out in a little while. His name is Max Major. Max Major, he's a mentalist. And this guy is phenomenal. There's a lot of magicians and people who do crazy stuff.
Right.
He's actually going to be appearing at the Franklin Institute this weekend, and he does this incredible show. He not just does mental stuff and,
he
and
was
does
all
the typical
kind of-
magician stuff. This guy actually helps people learn how to read other people's minds and know what they're thinking through body language.
Right.
Because, there's magic, but there's also ways of people determining what you do and what you see. So he's going to come up here. He's got some stuff. We talked to him downstairs.
Yeah.
Nothing's prearranged.
No,
You always
this
wonder
guy's-
when you see a magician or a mentalist, is he working with the people backstage? Is it like a setup?
He's a real deal, this guy.
I actually have a
I
piece
needed
of
to see
paper.
it. I had to make a therapist appointment after I
Now
got
you
home.
saw,
I
right?
don't
He
know
had
what
me
the hell
write some things down.
He's going to be amazing.
Let's bring him out. You'll see him. You've seen him all over the place. You can see his YouTube channel. Ladies and gentlemen, mentalist, magician, blogger, Max Major. First of all, thanks for driving up to be here, because you don't have to be here until Friday, right?
Yeah, no, I came up for the show. Really excited.
But you live in D.C., so you're a Redskin fan?
Ravens fan.
Oh, how did that happen?
I grew up in Maryland.
Oh, okay. That's
So,
good.
yeah.
Are you a Raven fan this year? Because there were a lot of Eagle fans who aren't Eagle fans this year. The Ravens, I mean, that's a total disaster down there.
That's all right. We'll bounce back.
Really? You're that confident?
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
We're
How
not.
many Eagle fans are still confident in here? That would be nobody.
That was an eventually. That's not like, yeah. Eventually.
Now, Max, you had the tour last year called Think.
Yeah.
And there are a lot of magicians and a lot of mentalists and people do amazing things. You've been doing this for a while now. You started out as a young kid. I mean, you did what I did. When I was a kid, I had a passion. I don't know why. I wanted to be in radio, and I pursued it. Same thing with you with magic?
Yeah, it was the only thing I ever wanted to do. So I was, 10 or 11 years old, and like any kid, I learned a card trick, just a standard trick, and that's where it started for me. But unlike other kids, I couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. I couldn't let it go. But the biggest turning point for me was actually when I was 18. My dad was actually hypnotized so that he could quit smoking.
I was hypnotized
You were
to quit smoking.
Did it work for you?
Yes, absolutely.
It did?
Yes,
okay.
Yes, I did it on the radio, on WIP, on the old WIP morning show. A hypnotist came in, and I was smoking, and she hypnotized me. I haven't smoked for 20 years.
Yeah, same. Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Credit to the hypnotist, credit to the power of your own mind. And I found the same thing with my father. Was he tried everything, nothing worked, never smoked again. After this, and so I thought that was real magic. I mean, if you could change someone's behavior with your words, I was fascinated by this, and so that's when I started studying body language and psychology and hypnosis and psychology, and kind of blending that with my magic. And that's really what mentalism is. It's sort of a marriage of science and psychology and magic and hypnosis and verbal suggestion. And that's sort of how I ended up here, 20 years later.
Now, did you take any classes, or is this all self-study?
For the most part, it's self-taught. I had mentors growing up in Baltimore, but really it's sort of a self-directed thing. And so I've taken particular courses or workshops for some of the skills I've wanted to learn, but it's really self-directed. There's no school, there's no teachers per se. So this is a simple game. It's called person, place, or thing. Okay? So in your head right now, commit to one of those.
Okay.
You got it? Mm-hmm. Not just like the topic, but an actual person, an actual place, or an actual thing. In this moment right now, you're not thinking of the person, are you?
No.
No, you're thinking of like is an activity. It's like an activity or something that happened?
It's something that happened.
Something that happened. Okay, so it's a thing, but it's like something from your past that happened, sort of a fond memory of yours.
Fond because it was weird, yeah.
It was weird.
I had a weird childhood, so everything that I did that I think of fondly was weird. I didn't have a normal upbringing.
It explains so much, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm guessing a hot tub and a big wheel.
I'm a mental case. You're a mentalist, so I had a weird upbringing.
This memory you're thinking of right now, is there more than one person in this story?
No.
Is it just you? It was just you. Okay, but it
No,
didn't.
no, it's
You don't have to say, but
Okay.
I'm just curious. You're just okay.
It involves me and a friend.
Okay.
You're not supposed to say stuff.
That's all right.
Told you, hot tub, big
Think
wheel.
about what this activity was or what you were doing. You and a friend. I'm going to show this to them, but not to you guys. All right.
Okay.
But particularly, there's no ing on the end. Something with. Wow, this actually is even more cryptic. That's probably didn't help my case any. Pick it. Something like what is the story? What is this thing in your head? Just the thing. What is this thing that's in your head right now? I'm getting some combination of these two activities. What are you thinking of right now? You can say it out loud.
Well, I slept in my friend's closet in his house. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
How is that possible? Okay, you guys, for those of you listening on the radio, he wrote down sleep closet.
I am not kidding.
I am freaked out.
So hold on,
These are the thoughts that are running through your head right now?
This is a real.
Sleeping in your friend's closet?
This is not just a random thing. This is an actual story from your life. Is that true?
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's go deeper then. Because to be honest, you could have thought of an inanimate object, a thing. You could have just said umbrella or something. But this is a very specific memory. Think about. You said this was at a friend of yours' house. Think about the name of this person that was involved in this story, and spell that name in your head one time now.
Okay.
Now, if you guys were watching, I don't know if you're listening or watching along, you could see as he's spelling, he's kind of nodding along. We all do this as we spell. Either our eyes or our head jumps from letter to letter. That's how I get a sense of the length of it. It was 5 letters. Yes, it's a male name. Just a guy friend of yours as a kid. Think about the first letter of that person's name. Yeah, okay. I'm going to write this down. Again, I do this ahead of time just so that you know I can't change my mind. I'm going to show this. What was the name of your friend whose house this happened at when you fell asleep in the closet? What was their name?
I know.
You know, he was supposed to be here tonight, too, and I don't see him.
Some pal he is.
Yeah.
Here's Kim. He knows where he is.
Okay.
He knew he wasn't supposed to be here.
Robin.
Could have just asked Max.
I'm not making this up. I told Robin.
Yeah, he's just not out of the closet yet, Tony. That's all it is.
My body as well. Actually, I'd love to show you. Can I show you one more thing?
Yeah.
Which we have time to try something else. Robin, I asked you. I know this was strange, but I said, can you bring a light bulb with you? Did you bring a light bulb with you?
I brought a light bulb.
Okay, get that out for me. And what watt do you have there? What is it?
25.
20. Okay, good. I'm trying to cut back, so that's good. You can pull that out. You can
Do they
pull that
still
out,
sell
Tony.
light
Yeah.
bulbs? I thought they were illegal.
25 watt. What are you trying to light up a bowl of cereal?
25 watt.
Yeah.
So for those of you listening, this is
We got
just
a lot
a
of Tim
regular.
Bulbs that listen to this show.
This is just a regular General Electric soft white 25 watt light bulb. Normal. Fits in any,
That's a real light bulb. It's not a prop. GE.
mean,
they
Robin,
bring good things to life.
So here we go. You can kind of describe what's happening here for me.
It's a
Tony.
light,
I'm not
holding
going
the
to be
light
able to
bulb.
talk.
He's
Here we
looking
go.
at it. It's a real light bulb. We've knocked it on the desk, and now it looks like he's ready to do something with it. And he's ready. He's sticking it in his mouth, and he is. He just bit it off. He just bit it off, and he's not bleeding. Let me see if you're bleeding, Max. He is not bleeding.
You could have came to Tacony. Would have busted over your head for nothing.
Wait a minute.
Oh.
And now he's chewing.
Oh.
That's right,
Ladies
Tim
and gentlemen,
Rosevich,
do
the
not
former
do this
Eagle
at home.
great. Yeah, do not eat, especially the newer bulbs that are the ones with the bulbs inside the bulb, the fluorescent, halogen fluorescent. No, they have the little circular bulb inside the glass. But he's chewing the bulb. Can I have?
Are you swallowing
He's
it?
eating the light bulb, ladies
Why?
and gentlemen. He keeps chewing it. This is not a fake light bulb.
I would not want to be in the bathroom with you.
You want
next
some
time.
hummus with that or something?
And now I'm picking up the filament. Wait a minute.
Hold on.
He's
I'm not going to eat the filament.
He's not going to eat the filament.
No,
That
he's
is
gotta draw a
real
line
light bulb
somewhere.
Filament. This is no joke.
This is no joke. This is. I mean, that would cut me if I. There's a little edge right there. That if I push down, that would cut me.
Now let me ask you this, Matt. Well, let you swallow it
Yeah,
first.
you got to digest.
You're not going to eat the whole thing, are you? Are you supposed to take some home or like leave some on the plate?
No, he had a- he had-
Dinner, yeah.
He ate a lamp before he came here. He's all right.
Leftovers.
I'll leave this
So
for
I mean, you
didn't
see
sleep
people
that whole
like
first
you who've
night.
done things really stupid, and then all of a sudden they're on that
Were
show.
you saying he did something stupid, right?
No, but like they swallow stuff, and then you hear about it on those TV shows.
I've done things really
I did
stupid.
something
That's
stupid,
insane.
and now I'm in the ER kind of
Yeah,
thing.
dumb 1,000 ways to die, I think.
Yeah.
But let's change the subject.
It's so what you're saying though is you learned.
It's technique.
What-
Yeah, so it's dangerous.
mind over
Absolutely.
matter, is
It is
it?
mind over matter. I mean, do you want to take a bite of the
No.
light bulb?
Should I take a bite?
No,
Yeah, go ahead, Tom.
don't do it.
No, that's bad. That's a real bad idea. If you're gonna do this, are you really gonna do this?
No.
Look at me.
Don't do it.
Are you really gonna do
No,
this?
you're not. Don't do this.
Look at him take it out of his mouth.
Do you really want to do this?
No.
Okay. All right. I was just.
I'm like, do not do this. Do not do this.
See what?
I'm nervous for you.
See what
that's-
I had, you know what I did? I had it on the wrong, because if I was going to bite on it, I would have had the piece of glass go right up through my lip.
Right, that would have
Yeah.
been fun.
You got to get it properly.
I might have looked
positioned.
kind of casual when I was doing that, but I've
Yeah.
been working on it a long time.
I'm willing to try anything twice. You know?
Here's what we'll do. I've got a deck of cards here. I mean, you're closest to me. To be fair, it's not the same card over and over
Right.
again. Yep.
Is that a canasta deck or a regular 52
right.
card deck?
What's it? I don't know what
Okay,
canasta
Tony, you
is.
have to
no,
you have to tell. Pick
No
up,
Pokino
pick up
tonight.
the box.
Go.
Yeah.
The box is a real box of bicycle,
Yeah.
rider back, playing cards. What's rider back?
Rider
Holla
back,
back, yo.
finish.
Right her back, young.
Yeah, there's actually a little guy on a bicycle. People don't know that. That's why they're called bicycles. People
Oh,
don't-
there's a
little
guy on the
angel.
I never looked at that
Riding
part
a
of the
bicycle.
card.
See, you learned something today.
Did you know that there was a guy on a bicycle on the cards, on the
Back
bicycle
of it is
playing
an
cards?
angel.
Yeah, he's a hipster from
Actually, I
Fishtown.
did.
A bike.
It's an angel on a bicycle.
I told you.
Yeah.
Who knew?
Teach you something. Okay, so here we go. Robin, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to come over in front of the table a little bit.
Okay.
I'm going to spread these
Yeah,
out
let me clear some
just
spot.
across the table.
Okay.
Look, I want you to slide one of those cards out away from the rest. It's up to you. Okay? Stop right there.
Okay.
You can either, remember I gave you this choice. You can either take that card or you can put it back and get a different one. Remember I gave you this option.
I'm gonna go with.
You're gonna go with it?
Yeah.
You're happy with that?
I'm
Okay,
happy.
take it.
Okay. Sliding
You
it.
could shuffle, but she's
I'm
taking
s-
it anywhere she wants.
I'm sliding it all the way, and now I don't show it to anybody.
Don't show it
right?
to anybody. Hold it into your heart.
Can
okay?
I? Can I see it?
Yeah, you should look at it. That would be, if you don't look at it, then.
Okay.
You
Oh,
don't
then
know
he
what you
can't.
know,
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't know what you know.
Okay.
Okay? You got it?
I
know?
like this. I like this card a lot.
Okay, here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna hold it towards you like you're playing poker, like you're
Okay.
trying to hide your card. Okay, do the same thing because you're gonna read her mind, so you have to kind of visualize the way she is. So hold your hands like mine. Okay, imagine you
Do
could
I have
see
to
a-
do that silly thing too?
No, you're not reading.
No,
it.
you're
That's fine. So look here. Imagine you could see a card, okay? Look over at her. You're kind of channeling her. By doing this, you're kind of channeling her body language, and you're going to pick up on it. So we're going to start easy. The cards are red and black. Focus on first whether your card is just red or black. Just focus on that in your head.
Okay.
And then look at her. Do you think that her card is red or black? Say it out loud.
Red.
Is he right?
Yes.
Hey, give him a hand, huh? Come on.
Well, it's 50-50.
That's a 50-50 shot.
50-50.
It is 50-50. The next is the suit, 1 out of 4, okay? The red ones are diamonds and hearts. You've narrowed it down, okay? Still a 1 out of 4. Look at her. What suit do you think she has? Keep your hands up like keep that position, yeah. What suit are you
Keep
getting?
concentrating.
Hearts.
Is he right?
He's right.
Here you go.
What?
I'm hired. Give me that light bulb. I want to have Ted bite it.
I'm going to give you a little bit of guidance here. Based on the way that she's holding that card and how protective she's being, do you think that she has a very high and powerful card, or do you think she has a lower card? What do you kind of just off of, what vibe are you getting from her? Is it a lower card or higher card?
Lower.
Lower, is he right?
Yes.
Go for the whole card. What card do you think she has in her hands right now? You could have switched, by the way. What card do you think she has?
3.
3 of?
Hearts.
Is it right? Yes, come on!
I'm on a Borgata. Come on.
You nailed it!
Yeah.
Nailed it! Give me a huge hand, huh?
You'll be guessing wrong all night over there, though, Joe.
My
you know you
menage
had-
a trois. It's my favorite.
I knew you had power over women, but I didn't know.
No,
you
I
were this
have power over neither. Trust me.
Freaking believable.
Yeah.
You know what happens? You should tell everybody this is the new diet fat. This will clean you right
Then
out.
everybody will be eating.
And people will be
This
down at
is
Home Depot
actually
tonight.
a brilliant idea for a viral video. Is to package the entire thing as a new fad diet.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately,
Yeah,
you'll
talk about,
probably.
I eat 3 light bulbs a day, 1 with every meal. I find it keeps my appetite down. And the glass actually helps to break up the calories in your gut.
Yes.
That'd be really fun,
It
right?
cuts
Make
it
a
in
whole
half.
thing a serious thing about it. This is a good idea. This is a good idea.
I'm trying to help, man.
We can help with that.
Yeah. All right.
Well, thank you so much for coming
Thank
out.
you.
Max Major, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what the Franklin Tomorrow is a very special day.
Wait, we actually had a special song for him.
Did you really? Oh, I changed
We
it.
did.
It's Thanksgiving. We're not going to pardon a turkey. The president pardons a turkey every year. Here we have, ladies and gentlemen, a beautiful tom turkey, and we want to thank the farm that provided him. No, we're not going to kill him after the show.
No, we're not going to kill him.
He is
Now
a
this-
royal palm turkey, an ornamental turkey.
Look at that beautiful
He's
bird.
a beautiful animal from Apache Down Farm in Monroeville, New Jersey. Our good friend Kathy Schneider and Jerry, they actually helped us find this turkey. Kathy did a great job. The turkey's going to go back to the farm. He's not PETA. If anybody's here from PETA, we're not going to take him out back and have him for dinner tomorrow.
Sell him for weight.
No. He's a beautiful animal. Look how
Will he
beautiful.
say it?
Now look,
Gosh.
he's getting his back up. Show me what you're working with. Come on.
Viagra.
Turkey's giving you a back view, Tony. That's extra
Really?
buck, buddy.
Hang on.
Whoa. There we go.
Look, he's raising it up.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a mummer.
Wait, he looked like a DeFurco string band.
Yeah.
He's a DeFurco string band.
It's Fralinger. They won again.
Okay,
Wow.
now, for those of you who do not know, this is an ornamental turkey. He would not have died anyway. Everybody pardons a turkey. we decided that instead of having a traditional turkey and doing the whole pardoning thing, instead of having turkey for Thanksgiving, we were going to invite him for dinner.
Exactly.
And we were curious to find out if Mr. Turkey liked what we normally eat for Thanksgiving,
So, Kat,
other
what
than
do
the
we have in
turkey.
there? Now, Kat, come up to the mic, because Kathy's done a great job, and it's not even her turkey.
Yeah, we don't serve the turkey. We serve them all the trimmings.
Exactly right.
Exactly.
Turkey's on the money.
So
We're
we
going
have.
to eat turkey tomorrow, right, on
We have-
Thanksgiving. What do we have? Now, bring up Kat's mic.
So we have.
stuffing.
What do we have?
And stuffing, green bean casserole, mashed potatoes, and a slice of pumpkin pie
With whipped cream.
with whipped cream.
Okay, now you have to put the whipped cream on.
Now, here's the question. Because we love all the stuffing, all the trimmings with the turkey, will the turkey eat what we eat for Thanksgiving dinner, not including the turkey, of course? Because I don't believe they're
And
cannibals.
will the turkey fall asleep after dinner?
Or
or-
tryptophan, yes.
Unless you're Max and you're eating light bulbs.
All right,
Wait,
now
wait.
here he is.
So we're gonna.
He wants the cash. He sees some green. Wait a minute. Look how good this turkey is.
Really?
See that?
Well-behaved turkey.
Yeah.
Sounds, Tony. We got
I just want to play the turkey sounds. He's following me now.
He's eyeing me up.
Uh-oh.
Where's he heading, man?
God, he's so beautiful.
He's outta here.
For those of you who are not seeing
That
this,
is glorious.
because you're listening to it on podcast 1, this is a black and white turkey. He has the traditional red on his head a little bit, but he got all excited coming out here on stage and fanned all of his feathers out. He is very handsome.
Let's give it up for the turkey again.
Yeah.
I'm calling him.
Notice how
George.
everybody claps real soft. They don't want to upset the turkey. Look, man, sooner or later, turkey's going turkey.
Look at him, like, so I didn't realize that their tail, he's like, he
Yeah,
keeps.
it's like moving.
It's
yeah.
moving. It's kind of
It's like the
a-
mummers.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, like
Have we
those
put any-
Japanese geisha girls with their fans,
Yes.
where they go,
Yeah.
and they go back and
Yes.
forth and back
Yeah.
and forth.
He doesn't
That's
charge
what
you
he's
for it, though.
doing.
Yeah.
He's swishing it.
The audience is gobbling this up, I'll tell you
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Oh, come on, Joe. That's foul.
So anyway, we want to thank everybody for coming out. It's been a fun show. A lot of great stuff. Everybody who came out tonight, thank you. Well, don't forget, we're here every week. We want to thank all the people who provided stuff for the prize wheel. All of our guests. Nathaniel Dotson, the new dad, and his wife, Melanie, with the new baby. The baby's been good, though, right? The baby only had one feeding during this podcast. Meanwhile, I've had like 4
The turkey
snacks.
had 6.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Got to thank our buddy up there, Luigi Curto, doing a great job. His first night, controlling everything. My good friend, Mr. Joe Corrado. You can follow him on Twitter at
Thank you, thank you,
Corrado19. Luigi's at Luigi Curto22. Follow him too. At Miss Robin Austin, who works 24 hours a day to make this show go. We got to thank Kathy and Jerry. I mentioned our good friends with the turkeys, and of course, Mark Austin helped us with the technical stuff today. And
Kimberlyn.
buddy Dan from
Yep.
Pottstown. Came all the way from
Dan-
Pottstown. Is that where he lives?
Yeah. Yeah,
Why do you live in Pottstown, Dan, by the way? Why?
Topic for another show.
Yeah. They didn't build anything on Mars yet. That's why.
Kimberlyn Austin, who helped today at the theater major, and this is not like musical theater. It's the next best thing done to doing musical theater.
And especially Comedy Sports, Don Montre.
Absolutely. This is our home. Comedy Sports providing us this great space. You got to come out. If you haven't seen Comedy Sports, you got to come out on a Saturday
And
night. It's a
even
lot
if
of
you
fun.
are not here in Philadelphia, they have over 24 locations worldwide. So there is a Comedy Sports near you, I am sure. It is so worthwhile going out. You can go, their regular shows are completely 100% family friendly. They do have blue shows every now and then if you kind of like that thing, which is kind of fun. But I definitely recommend bring the entire family. Go see
a lot
it.
of fun.
Not the Blue Show.
And not the blue show though. We don't tolerate that.
Don't bring the kids.
We're not like that. Well, thank all my friends, Tony, Luke, and all the great people that we know that came out tonight. My buddy Stan and his wife, and all the great friends and family, and my son Chris. Did he leave yet, or is he
No,
still
he's
here?
right there.
Nice, sure. Still.
He finally sat down.
Is he sitting
In the
down?
shadows.
I can't see you.
Yeah.
Can't see you with the lights. And everybody else, thank you all for coming out. We'll see you next week right here at CSC Philadelphia Comedy Sports, and of course on Podcast One, and also on YouTube. Don't forget our YouTube channel. Have a great holiday, Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next week.